The Spinoceratops, a Jurassic hybrid made of Spinosaurus and Spinoceratops DNA. And where was it during Jurassic World Dominion in 2022? Where's it gone? Where's it come from? Let's get straight into it. Now, the Spinoceratops was the only hybrid not to attack any main character in a Jurassic franchise. And yes, before you ask, the Spinoceratops is indeed canon to the Jurassic franchise. And for those of you who don't know, the Spinoceratops is a hybrid introduced in Season 4 of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous and appears in Season 5. There were two of them and they were created by an evil company named Manticore. One of them was a male called Rebel and a female named Angel. Although they mainly feed on plants, they're actually omnivores. That is because of the Spinosaurus DNA and obviously the Spinosaurus being a carnivore. Now, these two hybrids were obviously made with the only known Spinosaurus DNA after Manticore had brought the Spinosaurus to the island sometime before the events of 2015, which will help us paint a picture of where this hybrid is in 2022. In addition, Angel and Rebel are the only hybrid dinosaurs in the franchise that have ever received official names. So the last official known location of these hybrids is on the Manticore Island in 2015. Although we do see a scene of Bumpy, etc. and the Manticore Island in 2018 at the end of Camp Cretaceous Season 5, it is unknown if the Spinoceratops are still on that island at that time. Not to mention that in 2015 they were actually baby dinosaurs, so by 2018 and even 2022 they'll be fully grown hybrid monstrosities, no doubt, because we gotta remember these are hybrids. They will have mixed DNA. What will they even look like? What will they turn out like? Why have they got one of them got the name Rebel? Why is the other one got the name Angel? Are they going to be two different personalities? Is one going to be good? Is one going to be evil? Let's speculate on that right now. So based on the Spinoceratops DNA, the Spinoceratops appear to be generally peaceful hybrid dinosaurs, although the male clone Rebel has been found to have much more peaceful than the other clone Angel, which is a bit controversial, especially with their names. However, whether this is simply a personal trait or indicates that female Spinoceratops are more aggressive is unknown. Now, the two Spinoceratops were created sometime before 2016 by Manticore after gaining their DNA from Spinoceratops from Isla Nublar back in Camp Cretaceous Season 1. They remained there until freed by Yaz, Sammy, Ben, Kenji and Brooklyn. Once freed, the Spinoceratops accidentally break a fuse box while playing, unintentionally freeing the Ceratosaurus. The Spinoceratops is also a super unique hybrid, being that the biome it actually lives in is a snow biome, and that is his preferred biome, being one of the only dinosaurs in the Jurassic franchise we have seen to be in a snowy biome. This could be to additional DNA imprinted in the Spinoceratops, genetically manipulated by Manticore. We do obviously see a Pyroraptor in Jurassic World Dominion in the snowy biome, and that is in the events of 2022. Prior to that, we've only ever seen the Spinoceratops in a snowy biome, which also seems to be their preferred biome. So where would that leave them in the events of 2022? Because they would obviously have to be somewhere cold for them to survive, much like where we see Owen, Blue, Beta and Clay and Maisie obviously in the cold rocky climate. Could the Spinoceratops live there? Well, it could 100% live there. Is it there? That's another question we need answered. And appearance wise, the last known location was that Manticore Island in 2016. We do know that the Manticore Island is still running in 2018 with Bumpy, Ben and the Doctor still on the island, but there is no mention of the Spinoceratops at all at this stage. I'm assuming in 2018 they will be at this stage close to being fully grown or sub-adult stage. That's if they're still even on that island. They could also look very different to what they are as a baby, because as we know, these hybrids will mature very quickly. They could be unstable, they could have new abilities we're yet to see. Just look at the Indominus Rex, for example. She was learning all new abilities, tactics, intelligence, and that's after she escaped. Imagine what she could have done on her own if she'd been given a few months of development. Their personality traits could have changed, not to mention they've got the Spinosaurus DNA in them, so they could even turn hyper-aggressive. Although it is unlikely, we could see them change to the nasty side. But it still hasn't answered the question as where are they in 2022? Now, the only logical explanation we have at this stage is that they're still on that Manticore Island, although they haven't given us any information, because we obviously see Bumpy in 2018 with Ben still on the Manticore Island, but we don't see anyone else. We don't see any other dinosaurs as such, and them hybrids were a massive part of the story arc for season 4 and season 5. So to not show them is very, very strange in my opinion. And it could be hinting to the fact that in the future, they are not on that island and are actually out in the world. Now, whether they were captured by some unknown forces to be experimented on, to have that DNA extracted, because you've got to remember, these are hybrid dinosaurs and the only ones left in the universe as well. So these are going to be the only living hybrid dinosaurs in the Jurassic franchise in 2022 if they are still alive, which I believe they are. I don't believe they're still on the Manticore Island, although that is canonically where they would be with the last information we have. I would like to think they're on the mainland somewhere, but who would have taken them? Biocen? Would they have escaped? Highly unlikely they would have escaped, although they do have Spinosaurus DNA, so it could be possible that they could swim. Also, the Spinoceratops was the only hybrid dinosaur in the canon that has not been created by Dr. Henry Wu. So maybe Henry Wu would have liked to have got his hands on this if he even knew about it. And now we know Henry Wu didn't make the hybrid. Who did? What other scientist could have made this hybrid? I do hope we see this hybrid in the future because it is the only known hybrid to still be alive and in part of the franchise. So to just write it off with Camp Cretaceous would be a tragedy in my eyes. I do think we'll see it in the future, again, as the Spinoceratops will be all grown up. They'll have different personality types. Maybe they're together, maybe they're not together, maybe they've split up. The brother and sister duo has been split up. Maybe they've been taken by some other company. Who really knows? But as for the canon, where they are in 2022, we can only assume they're still on that Manticore Island, even though we have no information and there's no mention of them at all in that end scene in 2018, leading me to believe that they're not on that island anymore and are making way for a future appearance in 2022. But what do you think? Did you even like them? Did you like Camp Cretaceous? Do you like the fact that they're the only hybrids still remaining? Do you want to see more hybrids? Do you think the hybrid story is done? Please let me know your thoughts and how you feel about this, because I read every comment and I do enjoy seeing everyone's stories and their own take on this story. Don't forget to subscribe and check out all my other videos on anything Jurassic. You will love them. Go and check them out now. Believe me, you will love them. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. I'd like to thank my patrons and YouTube members. Thanks, guys, for supporting the channel. It does really help me out. So thank you very much for supporting. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Cheers now. Bye-bye.